Video to help you with significant figures and scientific notation to prepare you for your quiz and your upcoming test. If you visited my website, you notice these two videos. The first one is about the use and why do we use significant figures. It's really good. And then the second one, I ask you to stop at 740 because I don't want you to get confused with logarithms. Okay, if you watched that one already, you already know that we use significant figures whenever we're measuring and how specific our measurement tools are, or measuring equipment. Beakers, graduating cylinders, triple beam balances. All of our equipment has a certain point of precision, and we need to record it using significant figures. For example, ruler B is going to be more precise, more accurate than ruler A. In this type of scenarios, we're going to measure with the most accurate way. So it is a number that must be reported in an answer, and here are rules. We have 4 of them. Let's go over each of them and have some examples for each of them as well. So number 1, non-zero digits and zeros between non-zero digits are always significant. Here we have three significant figures. Here we have a 0, but this 0 is between 2 non-zero digits, so it is also significant. We have 3 significant figures. Here is the same. These 2 zeros are between other non-zero digits, so we have 3, 6 significant figures. And here we only really have 1 significant figures. These zeros are not between other non-zero numbers, so here we only have 1. Rule number 2. Leading zeros are not significant. These are just placeholders. In this case, we have 3 significant figures. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 significant figures. And here we have 3. And in this case, we only have 2 significant figures. Rule number 3. Zeros to the right of all non-zero digits are only significant if a decimal point is shown. Here we have a decimal point. It means that if we placed 2,300 milligrams of a chemical in a balance, this is how precisely we measure it. It's not saying 2,301 milligrams, it's just saying it is up to 2,300 milligrams. So we have 4 significant figures. Here, these are just placeholders. We don't take these into account, but this one is significant because it is a 0, it's not a 1 or 2 or 3. So this is what I got from my balance or from my graduated cylinder or my ruler. This measurement is accurate up to this point. So we have 4 significant figures. Here, we don't have a decimal, we only have 2 significant figures. And here, our measurement was accurate up to this point. So we have 6 significant figures. So zeros to the right of all non-zero digits are only significant if a decimal point is shown, like in this case. Rule number 4. For values written in scientific notation, the digits in the coefficient, this is my coefficient, are significant. And this is the easiest one. All of the numbers here are significant. So we have 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you have something in scientific notation, everything that you have here on your coefficient is going to be significant. You don't have to worry about the exponent. We don't have 43 significant figures. We only have 3. We don't have, in this case we do have 5, but you don't have to do anything with the exponent part. Okay, whenever you're, if you look at C number 5 in your binder, it's a sheet called Calculations Using Significant Figures. And I ask you in class to highlight those 2 rules. Rule number 1 says that when multiplying and dividing, limit and round to the least number of significant figures in any of the factors. So we're multiplying here. We have 2 significant figures. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 significant figures. Our answer should be in the least number of significant figures. In this case, is 2. If you put this in your calculator, this is what you're going to get. But we really want our answer to be 2 significant figures because that is the most accurate answer. So we look at the next number and we know that we need to round it up to 16, so we have 2 significant figures. Write down all the questions that you have up to this point and talk to me either Monday or Tuesday when you see me about anything about significant figures.